From the leaves on the vines to the body of the wines, the Willamette Valley is awash in gold and red.
It is so poetic in your glass, too. Yes, autumn is the perfect time to cozy up in a local tasting room, sipping and snapping those delish shots for the gram. On this Wine Wednesday, we are headed to the award-winning Björnson Vineyard, where you can enjoy Pinots, Chardonnays, and rare varietals alike. So here to talk about your next great tasting trip, we have owner Patty Björnson and hospitality specialist Jerry Rash. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you guys for being here. Well, Björnson Vineyard, known for some fabulous wines. Patty, tell us about what made you want to get into the wine business and how you have crafted your brand here in the Willamette Valley.
So I met my husband, Mark, at the University of Minnesota, and back in the 80s, we decided that we wanted to someday have a hobby farm. And when we got married, we didn't have a honeymoon. And so about 4 years later, we got a leave of absence and we bought ourselves a tandem bicycle, and we spent a month riding the Rhine and the Mosel River in Germany.
Fun.
So, and we helped with harvest, and so we kind of got the wine bug back in the late 80s, and then we started looking for land, and we finally made it out here about 20 years ago.
Well, you found a pretty good spot here in the Willamette Valley, for sure.
Sure did. And instead of doing the typical honeymoon, you just go ahead and start a business or on the way to a business. That's smart. Now you have an award-winning Pinot Noir and Chardonnay, of course. Now you also grow some rare varieties. Can you tell us about those?
Yeah, so we finished planting our vineyard, our estate vineyard, in 2012, and at the time I thought, wow, we're finally finished planting. We'd never have to plant another vineyard again. We're done with that. Great, let's move on. And my husband, the grower in the family, thought, wait, I never get to plant again. And so guess what? We found another property, and it's about 15 minutes away. And we started researching different varieties to plant based on climate change.
Yeah.
And so we've planted a lot of unique to the Willamette Valley varieties, such as Chenin Blanc, Cabernet Franc.
Yeah, I was noticing some varietals on our labels here from some of your wines that you don't often see as much around the Willamette Valley that can be really fun. Aligoté and Gouais Blanc, just, you know, some really fun stuff to add in to the Pinot and Chardonnay. So if you want to get into all of these wines, Jerry, you've got a couple different options for tasting here. Let's talk about your McMinnville tasting room. If you don't want to head all the way out to the vineyards, that's a new spot for all of us.
It is. It's downtown. It's near the U.S. Bank, just off 3rd Street. We've added art to the tasting room. We've got art from Ray Massini, T. Frick, James Violet, Leslie Struxness. But we can do tastings. We can teach people how to taste wine, vintage variation. You're close to shopping. And then starting this weekend, we have the Downtown McMinnville scratch-off ticket. When you make purchases downtown McMinnville, you get a scratch-off ticket, and you could win a prize.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love a good scratch-off?
Oh, seriously. And if you haven't had a chance to visit McMinnville and Wine Country during the holiday season, this is such a great time of year to go. All the decorations are out. You've got all the fun holiday shops in addition to wonderful food and wine. And of course, also have the option of the estate tastings as well, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, hey, if you want to learn more about Björnson Vineyards and all of the fun you can find on your next tasting trip, check out this Wine Wednesday story on coin.com. Just click on AM Extra. Tomorrow on AM Extra,